Hey, it's Miss Pretzel at the Upton West Library, and I'm book talking Tiffany D. Jackson's new book. Tiffany D. Jackson. It's called The Way to Blood. Tiffany D. Jackson first became famous for her realistic fiction books, but the one before this was a ghost haunting book, and she had a note in there about how much she loved horror stories. This is definitely a horror story. And then if you know anything about Stephen King's book Carrie or have seen the movie or anything, there's a lot of inspiration drawn from that. So there's two timelines in this book. One is in 2014, so 8 years ago, and one is present day, where a podcaster is looking back at what happened that destroyed this small southern town. So, okay. So everybody's like, why did all these people die and places burn down on prom night in 2014? Well, supposedly Maddie did it. Who's Maddie? Maddie is a girl who, what we would say, is passing as white. She's been raised by a father, and she, except for her hair, she can pass as white. So her father has done everything throughout her life to make sure she has not been seen. She's been homeschooled and everything, and then the hair, they do everything to make sure it doesn't curl or frizz, because it will give her away. And you're like, hey, this is not like the 1950s, but this is still a town that has a white prom and a black prom and can get away with it because the prom is not a school-sponsored event. So, like I said, I don't want to give everything about this book away, but that's how the book starts, is we have a podcaster talking about all these dead people and this town basically burning down 8 years prior, and did Maddie do it? And then we go to Maddie's story in 2014 and go, what were the steps that led up to all the destruction? And as it says here, there's a paranormal twist, obviously, just like in Stephen King's Carrie. So I think any people who love horror will enjoy this book. Tiffany G. Jackson, who's an African-American author, does definitely intersperse some themes about racism and things like, we may think things have changed, and there's a lot of places where things haven't changed very much. And I just found this really enjoyable, and just the diversity of what this author's written, because, like I said, realistic fiction, then a ghost story, and then she wrote one that was realistic but had a murder twist, mystery murder twist kind of to it. And then this book, which is truly horror inspired and yet brings up a lot of different themes, everything from bullying and, a girl passing as white, like the star football player is black, but, and he's treated differently. There's just so many things she brings up, and it's just I really did enjoy it. And the thing is, horror is not my genre. So if I enjoyed this book, I think anybody who likes horror books will probably like this book. I hope you come and check out this book, or we have a lot of horror books on display right now. Come check them out, because it's my job to keep everybody reading.